Would you like to play rock, paper, scissors and learn how to code in Python? If the answer is yes, you're in the right place. In the game, we need to know, is it rock, paper or scissors from you, rock, paper, scissors from the computer, and we need to show the result and also keep the score. To create the game where you play rock, paper and scissors against your computer, we need to look at the design. So we can start off with 3 parts. The first part, we have a function that gets the player's choice. So rock, paper or scissors by entering the first letter R, P or S. Now in case there's an error, we use a try and except and put that in a loop. Come out the loop if the entry is okay. Now we don't want to just print R, C or P, so we can use an if, elif statement to change it back to the word rock, paper or scissors. The second part is where the computer choice is made. We use the random function. So we also use the if, elif that we did in the player's choice, and then we move on to the final part, is where we can actually show the result. So we use some variables to keep the scores. If we play more than one game, we can loop. For example, we can play 10 games. Now we start off by getting the choices from the player and the computer. Then we calculate the result and the score, and then we're going to print them so everyone can see who was the winner and what the score is. Now let's look at the code in detail. We'll start off with getting the choice from the player. So this is the code that we've already written. You can see we've got our while loop, we've got our try and except, so if there's any errors we can tell the player to put in a correct entry. The player will enter either an R, letter P or letter S, and then we make sure that those are correct. The if, elif we use is to change the R, P or S to the word rock, paper or scissors. We've just used the characters here for a rock, a paper and a scissors. And then we're going to return what the player chooses and also the text that we're going to use to show the result. Let's move on to the computer choice. So here we had the computer choosing between R, P and S. We've put it in a list because we're going to pass that list to this random.choice function. So at the beginning of the code we imported random, and now we use the choice random.choice to choose a randomly chose letter, either R, P or S. We do the same if, elif we did in the player for the computer to get rock, paper or scissors, and also return that with the computer choice. Finally, we're going to look at printing the result. So we've got our variables for player score and computer score. We're using a for loop to play 10 games. So we then get the choice from the player and choice from the computer from the 2 functions that we've already written. So now we have 2 choices. We're going to find the result by adding these 2 letters. So the player has got R, S or P and the computer has got R, S and P. And we're going to work out the result by putting those 2 letters together. So for example, if we have rock v scissors, it means the player's won. If we have scissors v paper, the player has won. Or if the player suggests paper and the computer has rock, the player wins. Now we change those RS, SP and PR the opposite way rounds for the computer to win. So what we've done is we've added the 2 letters from the player's choice and the computer's choice to work out if the player wins or the computer wins. If the player wins, we add 1 to their score. If the computer wins, we add 1 to their score. Now we show the text that we did in the if, elif, we show the player's text and the computer's text to see if when the player wins or the computer wins. And finally, at the end, we show the score of the player and the computer together. So now let's have a look at the game. It doesn't look right when we have a draw, so we can easily change our code by putting an else statement in. And then when it's a draw, we just want to print. We can have print shell and print shell 2. So that will look better. We can see when the player wins, computer wins, and when it's a draw. Let's run the program and play the game to see if it works. Here we have rock, paper, scissors. Let's choose rock. Right, winner. Let's try paper. Computer wins, 1-1. Let's try scissors. Player 2, computer 1. So 2-1 up. Let's try rock. So that was a draw. Let's try rock again. Rock, rock, another draw. Let's try rock again. Another draw. Yeah, rock, another draw. Is it stuck? Okay, rock, scissors, winner, 3-1 up. Let's try scissors. Computer wins. Let's try paper. Computer wins 3-3, so it finished a draw. 3-3. Let's have a final look at the code. Let's move this window over. So let's go to the top. We imported the random module. Then we had the function where we got the entry from the player. So we use an input inside a try except inside a while loop. Then we used if to change the letters into some text to make it look nicer to see when you print the result. So we return them. Computer, we use random.choice to choose rock, paper or scissors. We used the same if in that function, and then when we played the game we used scores. So we used variables, so we set them to 0, and inside a loop we get both the player and computer choices. We put the letters together to a string, and when that string is RS, SP or PR, it means the player's won. So we add 1 to their score, we show the result saying they're the winner. If it's scissors rock, paper scissors or rock paper, then the computer wins. So we add 1 to the computer score and say computer wins. Finally, we show it if it's a draw, but at the end we print out the player's score on the computer's score. So that's all the code. Why not try the game for yourself? In this video the score was 3-3. If you do better, post it in a comment below. If you're interested in learning Python and how to code with Dr Codie, then please subscribe to get the latest videos to help improve your coding. Don't forget to hit that notification bell as well.